students. This is class 2 EVS and I am Pushpa Gopan. Today we are going to learn chapter 7, Air Around Us. First, we will learn about the properties of air. Then, we will learn uses of air. So, let's begin. Children, what is air? Air is a mixture of gases surrounding the earth, and air is everywhere. Okay? Now tell me, can you see air? No. We cannot see air. But we can feel it when it moves. So, to feel the presence of air, we can do a simple activity. Take a paper and fold it to make a fan, as you can see in this picture, and you use the fan. Can you feel air? Now see, the leaves of plants are struggling and moving. Can you tell me how it happening? Yes, because of air, the plants are trembling. We can learn about the 3 forms of air. What are they? Wind, breeze, and storm. Now, let's have a look for these 3 forms of air in details. So, first is wind. What is wind? The moving air is called wind. The moving air is called wind. Next is breeze. What is breeze? Wind that blows gently is called breeze. Wind that. The third one is storm. A very strongly blowing wind is called storm. Storms are very dangerous. They uproot trees and damages houses. So children, we have learned the 3 forms of air. First one is wind, second one is breeze, and the third one is storm. Next is uses of air. So the first one is we need clean and fresh air to breathe while we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. We need oxygen to live. Second, fish living in water take the air present in the water through these gills. Dear children, do you know the fish lives in water? But how does fish breathe in water? So the answer is fish living in water take the air present in the water through these gills. Okay? Like human beings breathe with their lungs, same way the fish breathe with the gills. Okay, children? Understood? Now, the third point. Plants use carbon dioxide from air through tiny holes on their leaves. But we cannot see these tiny holes with our naked eyes. These tiny holes present on leaves are called stomata. We fill air in tires, balls, and balloons. Air helps in lighting a fire to keep it burning. The oxygen is the helping content of burning the fire. Divers and mountaineers carry an oxygen cylinder on their back. The oxygen helps them to breathe in water and while climbing on mountain. Next is properties of air. The first properties of air is air occupies space. Example, take a balloon and start blowing air into it. What you notice? The balloon becomes bigger and bigger. And this shows that air occupies space. The second properties of air is air has weight. Take two balloons. Fill air in one of the balloons. Now hang both the balloons on two ends of a stick and hang the stick in the center. Now what you notice? The stick which has balloon filled with air weighs more and goes down. So this shows that air has weight. The third property of air is that air has moisture. So we can show this through an activity. Take an empty glass, put some ice cubes and cold water in glass and leave it for some time. We will see tiny droplets on the outer surface of the glass, and this proves that air has moisture. Children, air is present all around us. We cannot see it, smell it, or taste it. We know it is there because of what it can do. Slow moving air is called breeze. Fast moving air is called wind. Very fast blowing wind is called storm. We can feel air when it moves things. A wind vane tells us the direction of the wind. And you have already learned that properties of air. Air fills things. Air is filled in balloons and tires. Air has weight. A football filled with air weighs more than one without air. Air takes up space. Air fills up all kinds of spaces. You can fill it in the tires, sponges, air pillows, balloons, etc. Air is needed for burning. There can be no fire without air. If we cover a burning candle with a glass tumbler, the candle stops burning after some time. This is because there is no air in the tumbler. So children, what all things you have learned today? The properties of air and three forms of air. And children, now we will study air expands on heating. We will do a small activity. Stretch the end of a balloon over the top of a bottle. Put the bottle in a pan of hot water. After a few minutes, the heat will cause the air in the balloon to expand, making the balloon to enlarge in size. This happens because hot water heats up the air inside the bottle. Warm air expands and rises. So, air expands on heating. You can do this experiment with the help of your parents. Children, do you know what is air pollution? How the air is polluted? Air that is dirty is called polluted air. Air becomes dirty because of smoke and dust. You must have seen smoke coming out of vehicles and factories. The smoke mixes with air and makes it dirty. This is called air pollution. Breathing polluted air can cause diseases like tuberculosis and asthma. What is air pollution? Air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Car emissions, chemicals from factories, dust, pollen, and mold spores may be suspended as particles. Some air pollutants are poisonous. Children, do you know what is the effects of air pollution? Air pollution can also cause headaches, dizziness, and nausea. Long-term health effects from air pollution include heart disease, lung cancer, and respiratory diseases such as emphysema. Air pollution can also cause long-term damage to people's nerves, brain, kidneys, liver, and other organs. Children, how do we prevent air pollution? Using public transports, turn off the lights when not in use, recycle and reuse, no to plastic bags, reduction of forest fires and smoking, use of fans instead of air conditioner, use filters for chimneys, avoid usage of crackers. In these ways, we can reduce air pollution. Students, can you tell me, how can you keep the air clean? It is very important to keep the air clean. Breathing dirty air can make us ill, so it is important to keep the air clean. Grow more plants. Plants make the air clean and fresh. Keep the doors and windows open. Allow fresh air to enter the house. Do not sit near people who are smoking. So, all these ways we can keep the air clean. Not only that, so students, how can we keep the air clean? As I told you, grow more plants because plants make the air clean and fresh. Keep the doors and windows open. Allow fresh air to enter the house. So always you have to open the windows and doors. Do not sit near people who are smoking. Children, listen carefully. Once again, I will revise today's topic. Air expands on heating, and that activity you can do with the help of your parents, which I taught you. Our second topic was air pollution. What is air pollution? Air that is dirty is called polluted air. The smoke mixes with the air and makes it dirty. This is called air pollution. Breathing polluted air can cause diseases like tuberculosis and asthma. And keeping the air clean. We must keep the air clean. It is important to keep the air clean. Breathing dirty air can make us ill. Grow more plants. Plants make the air clean and fresh. Allow fresh air to enter the house. So this is the end of today's class. Watch this video again and again. Take care. Bye-bye.